sides. And I was contemplating this week what I should speak about, all the way up to maybe a couple hours ago. And I took a shower, washed my hair. And when I'm looking in the mirror to fix myself, I see that my eyes are really, really red. And I'm like, okay, so I'm using a so called organic shampoo that maybe got in my eyes and really irritated my eyes. And I'm like, oh, maybe that's what I should talk about, our eyes. So the first thing that I want to mention is that we have to guard at what we look at. And I was convicted a couple of years ago. One of my favorite shows to watch on TV was The First 48, which is a detective show, homicide police investigating crime scenes. And sometimes they would show like really bad stuff. Of course, investigating murders is already bad enough, but like they would show the blood and the stuff. And one day in my reading, I came across Psalm 101:3, which says, "I will set no wicked thing before mine eyes." And I'm like, I think that falls under the category of wicked. So I stopped watching it because I was really convicted. So we really should guard about what we let our eyes see, because it does say also in Psalm 119:37. Well, that one says something else, but looking at things that are wicked, because our eyes are the lamp to our soul. And so we don't want our soul to get contaminated with things that Yahuwah doesn't want us to focus on. He wants us to focus on Him, on His creation, on His people, on His beauty. Because if you look around you, and this is only a shadow of what is to come when we enter the heavenly realm, so much beauty, beautiful. Everything, the grass, the flowers, the variety, the trees, the sky, the sunsets, the sunrises, beautiful. But also, he wants us to turn away our eyes from beholding vanity, things that are going to occupy our heart and our mind and our soul with things that are not necessarily going to get us anything good in the kingdom. This is a practice. We're practicing and we're getting gifts and crowns and things that we're going to inherit in the heavenly realm. This, if you haven't noticed how fast this year has gone by, we're already in June. It's just a breeze, a breath, he says, that our existence here on earth is so quickly fading away that we need to focus on eternity, which is, we can't even comprehend that time. It's actually out of time. So that's what we should focus on. What else does it say about our eyes? The light of the body is the eye, like I said, and that's in Matthew 6:22. And also, Yahuwah's eyes are in every place, and he beholds everything, the evil and the good that is around us. That's in Proverbs 15:3. And it says that his eyes run to and from throughout the whole earth in Second Chronicles 16:9. So he sees everything. You can't be hiding anywhere and thinking he's not watching, because he's watching. But one of the most important things that I want to focus on is our spiritual sight versus our sight that we have here. I know one of the prayers that I have is that I want to not have to wear these anymore because they're annoying and they get dirty, and sometimes I misplace them and they've been broken a few times and they fall when I'm doing some adjustments. Sometimes I'll be adjusting someone and they just fall off my face. I'm like, okay. So it'd be wonderful to go back and be 40 again and not have to wear these. But I'm thinking, that's a little inconvenience for me. Instead of wanting to have good eyes here, I should be praying for spiritual eyes. Have eyes that see in the spirit realm. And not necessarily all the bad stuff, but discernment, discerning good from bad, seeing what Yahuwah sees. Oops, sorry about that. Because he's full of love, he's full of rahamim. And when we see someone, instead of seeing what we don't like, what irks us about them, that we see how Yahuwah sees that person, full of compassion and kindness and love and all the good things that we should be seeing. And he even says, you have eyes, but you don't even see. He says that in Mark 8:18. And it says in Psalm 119:18. So sometimes our eyes, spiritual eyes opening, is something gradual. Like if you've read the Bible through and then you read it again, you're like, oh, I don't even I don't even remember reading that before, or I never saw it that way. So in Psalm 119:18, and that's probably David talking, open my eyes that I may behold the wondrous things out of your law. So speaking that he wants to see things in the Torah that he hasn't seen before. So I'm just thinking what else I should say about the eyes. And here, I think I'll end it with Hebrews 12:2, where it says, looking unto Yahusha, the author and the finisher of our faith. I have to say that there are some people that have seen him, but I don't even think they've seen him with their natural eyes. I think they've seen him with their spiritual eyes. So my prayer to you and for me and for you is that our spiritual eyes be opened to see the beautiful things that Yahuwah has for us and to give us discernment to step away from the bad and keep on that narrow path that leads to everlasting life. Also, I want to invite you to our Shabbat service, which would be around 1:30, 40 minutes away from now. It's called Miami Day Jihad. We are on YouTube and on Facebook. Hopefully, all our technology is working because the enemy loves to bother us with the technology. But Baruch Hashem Yahuwah, I have a husband, the elder, that knows a lot about computers. And so he could almost always figure it out. So Miami Day Jihad, Facebook and YouTube. Shabbat Shalom. I hope you have a fantastic week and a good day off for Memorial Day. Until next time, bye.